Well, hello and welcome back. We're continuing our Python series for working our way towards certification. And we have sort of working our way through the syllabus. The next couple items we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about relational operators briefly and assignments and shortcut operators. I'm going to focus on the assignments first. We've sort of done a little bit. We've touched on a couple of relationals, although I'm going to get deeper into that, and we'll actually see more of those as we're progressing through future episodes. Assignments or the shortcuts and assignments are the same one. So the first one we've seen is simple assignment, which is equals. So this we can do a equals 3, b equals 6, and then we're just going to do, and so we're going to say b after we do b equals 6, and so we've assigned that value. And you can see pretty easily, as we've seen, if I can flip over here, there, as we can see that we assigned it to 6 and it shows it there. We've seen a lot of that, and we can do something more complicated. So we could do, so let's make it, let's do like it, and so we can do something complex. So we can, as we've done here, so we can do 6 plus 7 times 9, so we'll do that. And we're going to see the same thing here. And we're going to see that, so it's going to go ahead and set that value for us. I don't know what it actually is. So was that 6369? Okay, so there we go. So simple assignment. We've dealt with that enough, I think, and we will see more of it. Now let's look at the shortcuts. So now let's do, leaving that b, it's still 6 up there. But if we do b plus equals 6, then what we're going to see is, oh, did I do that right? I did not do that right, I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry. I should probably actually do that. So if I do plus equals 6, I jump back over here. So now it's equal to 12. If I do that again, so same thing, I'm going to do plus equals again. We're going to see now it's 16. Because the plus equals is the same as, I'll just do this here. So same as b equals b plus 6. So you do a plus equals, takes the thing on the left, and basically it's going to add to that, whatever it is. So it's, so as it is, it's a shortcut. So b plus equals 6 is the same as b equals b plus 6. So now we're going to see very similarly, if we want to do this, if we do a minus equals, then we're going to roll it back to, oh, I should probably print it. My mistake. And so you now see, so we did a plus equals 6, and then we did b equals b minus 6, and so now it's back to 12. And these shortcuts work in a couple of different ways. So we can also see, we can do a multiplier. So b times equals, now this is going to be a big number, but we're going to see here, this will be what, 72, I think. Yeah. So we get to 12, b equals b times 6, we get 72. And we can also do a times equals, we can do a divided equals. So now we're going to get back to where we were. Now notice again, that because we're doing a dividing, it's going to give us, we're going to go to a double at this point, unless we tell it not to, so we can also do, let's do our mod. So we're going to do this one a little bit different because we can do it as, so we do percent to equals, and then let's also do the same thing. Well, let's do this first, see what number we get to. So now, b divided by 6, so it doesn't like that. Did I not do that right? Oh, I'm sorry, because this is mod, so the remainder is that. But if we did it, let's see. So now we've converted it to remainder. So let's change this a little bit. Let's do this. Whoops. So we don't screw up. We're going to do c equals b, and then do that, and then print c, and then we're also going to do the same thing so we can show it a little bit differently. So now let's do 5. So now we're going to divide by 5 instead of by 6. And what we'll see here is that we come through, and so we do a mod 6, which gives us 0. Now c equals b, where b up here is, I think, a 12. And then if we go by, oh, yeah, so it was 12 divided by 5. We have 10, but then we have a remainder of 2, which we see there. So let's go same kind of thing here. As we can do, I think that's the next one we can do. Yep. So we can do a divided here. So let's do c equals b, because we're going to change this a little bit so we don't blow it up too much. And let's do it this way, and we'll see what those last two numbers are. And so we come here, and so we come in and we go, which, let me change this just so we can see what our number is. Whoop. So we start here. Print B after, oh, I didn't want to press it. That's why I don't want to print C twice. My mistake. Okay, let's go back to this. So it's 12. 12 divided by 6 is 2. But also because this is the dividing by, we're not worried about the remainder. So we still get to, because we divide 12 by 6, 6 goes in twice. If we divide 12 by 5, then it goes in twice, still there. So if we were to do, let's say 3 for that second one, then we're going to get 4. And remember, we're not worried about, it's just the whole number at that point that comes in. Even though it gives us a float back, we're concerned about the whole number of times that it goes in. And this leaves us our last one. Is that we can do this. Let's do it to the third, just because. C equals B, print C, blah, blah, put a 3 there. Whoops, that's a 3. And so now we get, oh, darn it. What did I do there? There we go. So now, if we go back to this last one, so we come back, and B is equal to 12. And we're doing this, so this is to the third power. So this is the same as, which we're going to say this equals to B equals B times B times B. Which is a big number. 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 144, obviously, I'm guessing, is going to be 1,728. So those are shortcuts. So we can use that, and it is fairly useful to use those on a regular basis. We also have some assignment kinds of things that we can do that are similar. Let's see, let's go here. Let's open this. Oh, there we did. Those are our assignments. So let's change up. So let's do d equals 1. So d equals 1. And then so let's I do want to say that note that you cannot do what you may be used to. You can't do d++ because you're going to get that, because you may have seen this before, especially if you're in a C, Java, C#, that kind of world, C++, all those. They have a plus and a minus. You may have seen these things before, like a plus equals, minus equals. Those do not exist in the Python world. So I don't know that there's a test question necessarily on that, but that's a good one to know. Now the next one actually let's do it this way. I just want to do, because this is sort of quick, we're going to do some comparisons. And let's see. Most of these we will see as we go further in, but that's what I do want to touch on them. So we've got equals, we've got greater than equals, we've got less than equals, we have less than, we have greater than, and those are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we also have not equals. So we have not equals, we have, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my list real quick to make sure I've got them all. Yes, we've got equals, not equals, greater than equals, less than equals. Those are our comparisons. And so we can see that, so let's do A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, D equals, let's see, let's do A plus B, and there we go. Oh, and let's do E equals 10. We'll just do that just to give us a couple to work with. So we can start with something simple like A equals B, and let's do A equals B, and let's see. Let's try, we'll just do, let's see. Let's do D equals C. So if we do those, and actually it doesn't matter. In some cases it does. In equals it does not. If you do an equals, it's just, are these two equals? So we're going to see here, so A is not equal to B because A is 1, B is 2. But D equals C is true because D is equal to 1 plus 2, which is 3. C is equal to 3. So we can also do, let's see. Now, if you have a greater than, then it is going to make a difference. So if we do A greater than B, greater than or equal to B, which it is not, but if we do A less than equal to B, then it is. And so we will see a false and a true at the end. There we go there. And so we can also take, so let's say, let's do a couple here. So back to that one we did before. So we could say if C is greater than, similarly, C greater than equal to D, and then also C is greater than equal to A. Whoop. And so if we run those are both true, because we're going to see that because C, which is 3, is greater than or equal to D, and we know it's equal to it, and we also know that it's greater than A. And then we can do, but now, so C greater than equal to D, let's take that one again. But now let's just say that it's greater than D, see what happens there. And then let's do C is not equal to A. And we're going to see that it's false and then true, because here it's not greater than D, it's equal to. So we're going to get a false on that. And C is not equal to A is true, because C is 3, A is 1. So that's sort of just getting started on some of the comparisons. I think you'll be pretty comfortable with them by the time we go through those. The shortcuts are a little less common, especially because you can get away without using them. You can code forever and not ever use a shortcut, because it is simply a shortcut. Now the assignments and the operators, I don't think you can get any real good logic ever into a program without utilizing those. But these are particularly if you've got another language that you've learned, when you get into the idea of getting a certification, you really want to make sure that you're comfortable with how that language does it. I don't know if you're going to see something, like if they want to do one of these on the test or something like that would be potentially like a not equal. But whether they do or not, just know what not equal looks like. And we have seen that a little bit in when we talked about some of the Boolean expressions, and we'll see more of that as we get into some examples, I think, further down the road, because we'll have some things that will be actually putting together some applications. And we're getting there pretty close. We're going to actually focus on numbers the next couple, and then you'll probably start seeing a little bit more of some scripts and stuff like that. That'll do it for today. I think it's a good point to wrap it up. So we'll wrap this one up here. As always, check out the site. You can check out the YouTube channel, and you can see some links and such. You've always got it includes the link to the GitHub repository, so you can see all of these code examples out there. Play around with it yourself. Jump in there and just start getting comfortable with some of these very basic concepts of Python, so that as we get further into it, it just feels more comfortable. You're building hopefully on top of what we've already covered. That being said, go out there and have yourself a great day, a great week, and we will talk to you next time.